meeting here, that we are meeting here. The church is the only organisation that exists for the benefit of its non-members. Now, I think trade unions clearly, by definition, exist for the benefit of their members. But at our best, we are much more than that, aren't we? And we are, at our best, much more concerned about everybody, and particularly those who are disenfranchised, on the margins. And I think that's a really crucial issue for all of us in society today, that we think about those who are pushed to the edges.
What a fantastic way to mark May Day. A day when traditionally we come together to celebrate the working class, to celebrate the struggles we're facing, and to celebrate our many, many achievements. And I'm particularly proud to be celebrated here today in Salford, a city with such proud radical heritage. The highlight of last year for me came from Salford, and it was when the council in October of last year wrote into the contracts of every privatised home care provider in this city a requirement that they pay a minimum wage of £8.30 an hour for every home care worker. A 10% rise overnight for 300 privatised public service workers, lifting many of those workers out of in-work poverty. But I think more important than the 10% rise was what it signalled. It signalled that private companies that make profit from public funding need to treat their workforce better. It proved that local authorities do have the power to insist on minimum pay and terms and conditions and standards for privatised workers, and it exposed poverty pay for what it is, a choice of those private corporations that squeeze standards, reduce standards in order to squeeze their profit out of limited public funding, and a choice of their Tory cronies that encourage and allow them to do it.
We have come full circle. Our labour and trade union movement has come together as it always should have been. Let's celebrate our two great cities, and let's celebrate our movement. Let me hear it for the labour and trade union movement, for Salford, for Manchester, solidarity folks.
But what's happened since we last met here, well, in Bexley Square a year ago, has been horrific. We have seen our communities go through immeasurable pain. So it's all a bit depressing. So I thought I'll cheer you up a little bit. Because last summer, something changed. When we started the general election campaign, we were told that Jeremy Corbyn and the Labour Party and socialism was going to be wiped out, that no one was interested in building a better world, that we would only win if we were just a little bit better than the Conservatives. Well, in that general election, despite the smears and the horrific stories that Jeremy and the Labour Party had to endure, 20 pages of the Daily Mail dedicated to horrific smears against Jeremy and his character. Despite all of that, the full force of the establishment against us and against our movement, we saw the biggest shift in the polls in British electoral history. Change is coming, and it's going to come a lot sooner than we think.